Zen, thanks for joining us again, as usual. And now it seems that Meghan Markle has convinced her husband to leave the royal family, and they want to lead an independent life and spend more. People are referring to this as Megxit. I know we're going to get into the Academy Awards. Meghan Markle was an actress here on the show Suits. Not the most highly acclaimed show, but still a good show. But what's happening here? How does a woman destroy thousands of years of aristocracy by dragging her husband out of the royal family?
You make a good point. A couple of really good points. Meghan Markle is literally dragging him out. I don't have anything against her. I think she's a talented actor. She comes from a very different cloth, and she's definitely, you know, feeling the insecurities. It's probably not what she signed up for. Royal life did not turn out to be Meghan Markle's cup of tea. I don't think she can handle the scrutiny of the media.
What do you mean it's not what she signed up for? You start dating a prince, you kind of know what you're signing up for.
Yeah, you know, she really...
You know, you're the Duchess of Sussex.
Yes, she bit off more than she could chew. But here's the big thing with Meghan. I think she doesn't want to play second fiddle to Kate and William. I think she really wants global recognition, and she wants to do it her way. She's dragging him back to Canada. Remember, she's not leaving.
She's a modern day Yoko Ono.
Right, but she's keeping it under Canada.
There's a lot of memes going around that, you know, she's like Yoko when she broke up the Beatles. Frankie Boy's over there in the Frank zone. I know he's been all over this Megxit stuff.
Yeah, you raised such a great point, Zen, in mentioning that they're not going to the United States or to France, or they're staying within the Commonwealth that recognizes her mother-in-law or grandmother-in-law as the sovereign. Queen Elizabeth's face is on the money all over Canada. Now, you lived in Canada for a time, and you're an actress. You come from a unique perspective here. There's been a lot of talk that somehow the antipathy towards Meghan Markle is racially motivated. Can you explain to us what that theory is, and do you think there's anything to that?
You know, everyone's going to flip it as racially motivated because this is the world we live in. But ultimately, I think personally that Meghan Markle is reacting in many different ways. She could be reacting postpartum as a mom. You know, reactions of a mom are very different. And right now she might be feeling like she wants to, you know, take her 8-month-old away from this. She doesn't want a repetition of what happened with Princess Diana. And I think in many respects, Harry is supporting her. But they're not saying they're leaving they're leaving entirely as royals. They're saying, we're going to Canada, where the Queen obviously is still, you know, reigning over them and funding them. So it's not like they're going to a place where they're completely cutting ties. My question is, if you want to be a royal, you're either in or you're out. So if you're out, go back to California, where where that's your hometown.
Well, supposedly Canada's a safe space for her. They don't want to move back to LA until Trump's not president anymore. Good luck with that one.
Right.
You'll be in Canada for a while. Pop up a Mosley Golden or a St. Pauli girl. Talking about, you know, racially motivated, and I don't know that this has anything to do with race, me personally, but I know you were quite aggravated about, you know, women being eliminated from all of the major categories in the Academy Awards, and director is typically mainly in the director category.
So disappointing. I mean, look, female filmmakers continue to be snubbed across the board. Golden Globes did it, BAFTA, and now the Oscars. I mean, when is enough? So my question right now is, in Best Director, right? Not a single woman. How could Greta Gerwig's Little Women not even make the cut?
Don't ask me, because I didn't see it. I've been taking in some films lately, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, yeah, I'm surprised there were even any women nominated for Best Actress. I thought that category was going to be all men.
Well, we don't know what they're identifying as. That's still up for grabs if they're all women.
Zen, if you look at the directors that were nominated, you had the director of The Joker, the director of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the director of 1917, Parasite, and of course Martin Scorsese with The Irishman. Which of those directors do you think was less deserving of a nomination than Greta Gerwig?
I'm going to have to go, in this particular case, I think Quentin Tarantino.
Really?
Personally.
Shouldn't have got it. Wow.
All right.
You know, I'm
a Hollywood darling.
I don't think he's kind of, I'm over him. And I think in general, in that category, when you have, 1917, Sam Mendes did a great job. But here's the problem. Women continue to direct movies that don't have the type of funding for men. All of the movies that women have directed are very,
God, you're not going to start with this.
I absolutely am.
You
What
saw
is
the
the budget of
studios.
the
So the
budget of
studios don't spend
1917
enough
was-
money on women-directed films.
They
Is that
will
what
take
you're
those
saying?
chances, absolutely.
Really? So you
No.
think that the studios are intentionally not spending as much money on women-directed films to help eliminate them from
Not to help eliminate
consideration
them.
as
I think
director?
they're not doing it because women still are battling a very, very unique, position in the industry where they're not going to be given those kinds of budgets.
So let's take a look. Let's take a look. When they announced the Academy Award nominations, even one of the hosts of the show was announcing was not happy about it.
Academy nominates The Irishman, Martin Scorsese. Joker, Todd Phillips. 1917, Sam Mendes. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino. And Parasite, Bong Joon-ho.
Nice.
I did it.
You did it.
Thank you so much.
You did it.
Congratulations to those men. And finally,
The host was not happy, it seemed, at least to me and others who were watching, because it was a viral moment. But I want to switch gears once again, because for Women Wednesday, I like to get the women's perspective on things. Harvey Weinstein trial is underway here in New York. We've had a bunch of different legal opinions on what's happening. We got my brother, the man on the street. He's over there by the courthouse every day trying to scoop up some information. Many people think he may be even acquitted because some of these cases are so old that the evidence is stale and the story may be stale. What do you think should happen with this guy?
Well, the only, smart move he made was hiring the defense attorney that he did. I mean, she is an expert. She's from Chicago, and she's one of the most powerful sex crimes defense attorneys, and she has lost, I think, only one trial to date. That said, she's taking, a very strong position and coming at the women and publishing love letters and really taking a position that seems to be a little bit
All this stuff
anti-woman,
consensual.
Anti-woman.
Frankie, who's the? I thought Arthur Idell was.
Well, there are several attorneys, but I think
her main
Zen is referring to Donna Colatuno. I believe.
Donna Rotuno. No, Donna Rotuno.
Rotuno.
Yeah.
Donna Rotuno.
Yes.
So he might be in good shape there. He's got
He
a
might be in
woman,
good
which is
shape.
a good sign in your book, and it sounds like she's Italian,
But he's
which
not
is
gonna be in
another
good shape.
good sign, if you ask me.
Yeah,
You know?
he's not going to be in good shape because at the end of the
If
day, there's
you want-
way too many allegations, rape, sexual assault. I mean, the list is endless. And even if 50% of those women are liars, the other 50 are probably going to take him down. And it's what's going to happen.
All right. Well, that's Zen Sam's perspective, and she's one of the best we got when you want to hear the woman's point of view. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to stick with my theory that Weinstein didn't kill himself. We all know that. And we may look into that a little further in today's show, but we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with the watchdog of Wall Street right after this.